Good morning, teacher and friends. My name is Sal. I'm from the group called the Flying Llama, as you may know. Our team consists of 6 members: me, Wigate, Rod, Panyarich, Stirich, and Manhai. So guys, today I'm going to talk about the story of Cinderella. So let's get started, shall we? Once upon a time, a girl named Cinderella lived with her stepmother and 2 stepsisters. Poor Cinderella had to work all day long so the others could rest. It was she who had to wake up each morning when it was still dark and cold to start the fire. It was she who cooked the meals. It was she who kept the fire going. The poor girl could not stay clean from all the ashes and cinders by the fire. What a mess! Her 2 stepsisters laughed, and this is why they call her Cinderella. One day, big news came to town. The king and queen were going to have a ball. It was time for the prince to find a bride. All of the young ladies in the land were invited to come. They were wild with joy. They would wear their most beautiful gown and fix their hair extra nice. Maybe the prince would like them. At Cinderella's house, she now had extra work to do. She had to make 2 brand new gowns for a stepsister. Faster! Shouted one stepsister. You call that a dress? Screamed the other. Oh dear, said Cinderella. When can I? The stepmother marched into the room. When can you what? Well, said the girl, when will I have time to make my own dress for the ball? You! Yelled the stepmother. Who said you were going to the ball? What a laugh, said one stepsister. Such a mess. They pointed at Cinderella. All of them laughed. Cinderella said to herself, when they look at me, maybe they see a mess. But I am not that way, and if I could, I would go to the ball. Soon the time came for the stepmother and stepsister to leave for the big party. Their fine carriage came to the door. The stepmother and stepsister hopped inside, and they were off. Goodbye, called Cinderella. Have a good time. But the stepmother and stepsister did not turn around to see her. Ah, me, said Cinderella sadly. The carriage rolled down the street. She said aloud, I wish I could go to the ball, too. Then, poof! All of a sudden, in front of her was a fairy. You called, said the fairy. Did I? Said Cinderella. Who are you? Why, your fairy godmother, of course. I know your wish, and I can come to grant it. But, said Cinderella, my wish is impossible. Excuse me, said the fairy godmother in a huff. Did I not show up out of thin air? Yes, you did, said Cinderella. Then let me be the one to say what is possible or not. Well, I think you know I want to go to the ball too. She looked down at her dirty clothes. But look at me. You do look a bit messed, child, said the fairy godmother. Even if I had something nice to wear, said the girl, I would have no way to get there. Dear me, all that is possible, said the fairy. With that, she tapped her wand on Cinderella's head. At once, she was clean. She was dressed in a beautiful blue gown. Her hair was set up high on her head, inside a golden band. This is wonderful, said Cinderella. Who said it was done? She tapped her wand again. At once, a beautiful carriage came to be, with a driver and 4 white horses. Am I dreaming? Said Cinderella, looking around her. It is as real can be. But there is one thing you must know. What is that? All of this lasts only till midnight. Tonight, at the stroke of midnight, it will be all over. Everything will go back to how it was before. Then I must be sure to leave the ball before midnight. Good idea, said Godmother. She stepped back. Cinderella looked around her. Did that even happen? But there she stood in a fine gown with golden hair. Coming, called the driver. She stepped into the carriage, and they were off. Over at the ball, the prince did not know what to think. Why do you have that sad look on your face? The queen said to her son, Look around you, you could not ask for finer maidens than this. I know, mother, said the prince, yet he knew something was wrong. He had met many of the young women. Hello, one by one. He could find nothing more to say. Look, who is that? There is something about her, said the prince. I will ask her to dance, and he walked over to Cinderella. Have we met? Said the prince. I am pleased to meet you, said Cinderella with a bow. I feel as if I know you, said the prince. But of course that is impossible. Many things are possible, and you wish them to be true, said Cinderella. The prince felt a leap in his heart. He and Cinderella danced. When the song was over, they danced again and again. Soon the other maidens at the ball grew jealous. Why is he dancing all the time with her? They said, How rude. But all the prince could see was Cinderella. They laughed and talked and they danced. They danced for so long that Cinderella forgot about the clock. Dong, said the clock. Dong. Cinderella looked up. Dong, went the clock again. She looked up again. Oh my, it is almost midnight. Dong, ran the clock. Why does that matter? Said the prince. Dong, I must go, said Cinderella. Dong, went the clock. But we just met. Why leave now? Said the prince. I must go. She ran and she forgot her heels. Dong, please stop for a moment, said the prince. Oh dear, she said as one glass slipper fell off her foot on the stair. But Cinderella kept running up. Dong. Wait, called the prince. He picked up her glass slipper and rushed out the door. From hut to hut, from house to house went the prince. One young woman after another tried to fit her foot inside the glass slipper, but none could fit. And so the prince moved on. He is coming, called one stepsister as she looked out the window. Quick, yelled the stepmother, get ready. One of you must fit to your foot that slipper no matter what. The prince knocked. Come in, she said. I have two lovely daughters for you to see. The first stepsister tried to place her foot. She tried hard, but it would not fit. Maybe there's one more, said Cinderella, stepping into the room. I thought you said there are no other women here, said the prince. Now who matter? Come here, said the prince. Cinderella stepped up to him. The prince got down on one knee. It was the other glass slipper. I knew it, he cried. You are the one. What? Not her. I have found you, said Cinderella. And so Cinderella and the prince were happily married, and they lived happily ever after. So you see, the prince trying to find the girls who fit the glass slipper, and only Cinderella could fit it. And so in the end they become husband and wife and live happily ever after. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope you guys enjoy my summary of the stories of Cinderella.